Hi, welcome. We are on Plasma computer system. Control-T. Updated. We're all at this particular version, and of course there was a kernel, so you reboot. There's no way around it. And certainly on Plasma, lots of Plasma stuff comes in, and this has been updated by us as well. Jump in versions for the next year. Now, the idea or the thing that I have in my head is Control-G, is install Windows in VirtualBox. So download Windows 10, and then we're going to choose a version, blah blah blah. Okay, fine, bam. My God, English would be nice. Confirm. And 64, of course. So that's been dealt with. The thing is, I've already made videos about installing Windows. So if you go to Calamares, that's a name to remember, and Windows 10 and ArcoLinux. Let's see. So installing Windows 10, you find here Calamares, how to change the grub, teaser video, new Calamares, and so on. We have a playlist all about Calamares, so I believe there are more than 30 or 40, I guess, by now, about Calamares and all the things you can do, the encryption, and so on and so on. And I'm looking for this one, the Calamares series, everything you need to know. That's one big file with all the videos and all the things you can do. So in here, there's a relevant thing, Windows related. First install Windows, then Linux, changing default boot. So saying boot up with Windows, not with Linux, because the idea is to install Windows, then Linux. Then grub will know everything and it says, okay, first Linux and then Windows. And most of the time, people want to go first in Windows and then in Linux. And our playlist. So what this person said on Discord, I believe it was I have Windows and I have Linux. So that's this thing I have to do all over again. What if I want to replace my Linux system again with something else, right? So I would guess actually I would go and send him to swap out a particular partition with another partition. Basically, that's what I will do. But it says, hey, it's Calamares overwrote my Windows 10. I had to go fix my Windows 10 and all that. And I would be amazed if Calamares does that. So there's this what if in my head. It says, that's not possible. Calamares is great, right? But hey, applications are applications, and it's not even ours. So let's try it out. I'm gonna clone this thing, call it Windows 10 officially. We're going to install it with, choose a disk file, Windows 10 5.8, so we can still go a little bit higher. We're very low, is half, ArcoLinux is half of Windows 10, so I guess we should do more of an effort to add more applications to it. That's the difference, right, between Windows and Linux. So going through the motions, I'm not going to record everything, but it's just a plain Windows installation. Well, jibber jabber, maybe even our Cortana girl there talking to me in English. This is VirtualBox, so I guess not. Language to install, that's cool. Time and currency, I couldn't care less. This is just a test. This is important for me. There we go again, the QWERTY things, right? Belgian period is the one I need to take, I think. Install now, and off it goes. Now, I only gave you 30 gigabyte and haven't thought about that hard disk wise. I don't have a product key, I don't care much. And lots of choices, right? Home, education, pro workstation. At work we'll have the enterprise version. Don't see that one here. Okay, again, don't care. Yes, I should accept it, I suppose. And then you can do whatever you want. You say this one or that one. Most of the time I go into custom, see what's in there, but this is a virtual box, so it really doesn't matter. But I would first clean everything up. So delete everything, so everything is unallocated space, and then just say, go ahead, take care of it. So this is the time where we go silent and we pause the video, because this is just waiting. All right, he asked me again questions. Let's start with the region. Is this right? Sure, I'm living in Belgium. But okay, right. Is this the right keyboard? That's more important for me. United Kingdom, Belgian, period. It was. Yes. No, skip. No, second layout. Now we have some important setup to do. Yeah, of course. Thank God there's coffee. Let's see what's new in Windows. Maybe I'll check my mail in the meantime. Alright, let's add your contact. Now I don't want to contact my email and all that and phone. I'm not gonna use that. Let's see if we can still skip it. Create an account. Next. Email is required. Use a phone mail instead. Get your email address. This is that thing, and this is that thing. I wanna skip my creation of an account. I just wanna have Eric. Okay, enter the password for Eric. It's gonna be very difficult, guys. Take a look how difficult it is. Super difficult. Ooh. Something went wrong. Blah blah blah. Who's going to use it? Still Eric. Use an online account. No, that's just what I want to skip. A super memorable password. I guess so. Oh, don't do it. Don't do this. Don't do this. Oh. What's your first pet name? Eric. Fuck. What is your name of the city? Still Eric. Next. Question 3. First name of your oldest cousin. He was called Eric. Frustration. Okay. Getting there. Use your voice for dictation and talk to Cortana. Find my device. Inking and Skyping. Advertising. Diagnostic. Tailored experience. Location. And that one too. Good for you. Help you get things done. Not now. Not now. I want to install ArcoLinux on you. Hi, blah blah. Yes, getting ready. No, can't push it. Can't push it. Load up. Don't turn off your PC. Okay, I promise. Okay, pausing again because I think this takes also a little while. Oh ho! Look at that. It's there. Maybe later. Maybe never. Google Chrome, Firefox, Vivaldi, Safari, Brave, all better. So, I have Windows. Look at that. Ugh. I do have a complete different look. I guess I've changed something. Anyway, shut down. We're going to install ArcoLinux on a Windows machine. Off it goes. So this one goes out. I take the one that I could take the one that's released officially already, or I can test the one that's going to be released. So it's better to do that one. So we have again a test, and then it's useful. You will hear some banging noises. Works in progress. WIP, we call it. Work in progress. WIP. Everybody thinks, what is he writing? WIP, WIP, what's that? Work in progress. It's a great mic that will capture all the blows. Doesn't matter. So, just investigating with gpartner, not gonna do anything, just investigating. What did he do? He created an NTFS system here. System reserved, another one, and the rest, small rest. Okay, that receives a boot flag, and the big chunk is this one. Fine, then you let Calamares do its thing. So I don't do anything, it's up to Calamares to figure it out. Next. You can always install stuff, right? Just a click. But this is what it should do. Install alongside, option 1. Install alongside. Click. 50/50. This is what I'm gonna try later. Replace the partition. When ArcoLinux is installed, I'm gonna reinstall ArcoLinux on that same partition. Erase disk is the best thing ever. I mean, just one operating system will never screw up anything. And manual is you wanna be smart and then later on frustrated, right? So sometimes it's more interesting to just let things be done by the Wizard of Oz called Calamares. So we're going to do install alongside, click, and yeah, you can drag this thing wherever you like, but I guess there is a minimum for it. Did not change my size, 30 GB. So I'll have to do, or it will have to do. There you go. So go back, think about it, install alongside. You're cool with it? Fine. So later we'll have this one. I'm gonna replace it again and see if we still boot in Windows and ArcoLinux, which was the suggestion made on Discord that it didn't, right? So I trust Calamares to do its thing and its work. And if not, please, guys, make Calamares better. Report it. Report Calamares, github.com/Calamares. There's an issue with this particular hardware or this particular thing. And then with reports and with your issues reported, they can do something about it. If you don't report it, they won't do anything about it, right? It's up to others to report. Well, don't do that. It's up to you to report it, and you'll get a better Calamares. Waiting for this installation. All right, it's finished. Let's restart now. And what happens then? Well, first of all, we need to go to the existing OS, right? And this is what we get. We had the ability to, well, if you don't do anything, it will launch Linux. And the other one is Windows 10. So everything is in order. We can use both, but let's maybe add something in the tutorial as well, which is on ArcoLinux already, on the .com website. That's make sure that it's not Linux that boots up, but Windows. That's a question that people ask a lot, and it's super simple as always. If you have the knowledge, it's super simple. Knowledge is power. So this guy is the first one that's going to boot up, and it says here predefined first entry. Okay, if this is the first entry, then I need to go for click, 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 done, save. That was very technical. Now Windows 10 is the first one to boot up. Let's boot up in Windows 10. You've seen this guy. Restart. The grub will look different now. Voila. And now if I don't touch anything, and I won't, it's just gonna kick in for Windows 10, which is probably what people want, because hey, that's the thing they learn in studies or for work, for games. And Linux is just to have some fun. Again, some installations. Oh my god. Typical Windows, right? And then you want to teach, and then you plug in the beamer, and then you have to talk, small talk, until everything is ready. I've been talking. I remember we got a laptop in Windows 10. I think we got 2 gigabytes of RAM. I had to start up, and it said login, and then you got this screen welcome. And after 10 minutes, I was still saying welcome to my students. I said, okay, guys, look, you're still welcome. We're joking about it, but yeah, 2 gigabytes for Windows 10 was not opportune, not sufficient, right? Look at them go, these circles, and they vanish from time to time. Eh? It's strange. Look, they're gone. Oh, they're back. Come on. Let's pause the video. Hi guys, the hard disk was a bit too small, so everything got stuck. Oh my god, there they are again. The work folk. So what I'm gonna do, we're gonna create a Windows 10 bigger. The size is 30. I'm gonna take, well, 60 gigabyte, right? So what can I do? Add new storage controller, remove selected storage. If I can click here, then I can add, what's this? Adds new storage, and this is storage controller. Okay, this one then. Hard disk. Create a new one. Create, cool. Next, dynamically 50. Okay, now I'll take 66. So 30, 30, 60. Well, it's the 40, 20 we'll take later on. Oops. Here he is. Choose. So this guy needs to go minus. This guy can stay. That's my 60 gigabyte. And I'll do everything over again, but you don't have to watch that, right? So again, the Windows 10 booted up and all that. All right, pausing. So I've reinstalled everything. Windows 10 is back at the top. And let's reboot into Windows and have a look at our disks. We could actually have a look here already. G-parted. So divided in two. I've gave it 60 gigabyte now. 40 I think for Windows. Let's have a look. Yeah, 40 and then 20 for this guy. Linux is only 8.37, so it's nothing really, not that much, even though we have so much software already available and ready to go. It's 8.37 gigabyte for an operating system, right? Windows says here 11.7, but yeah, then Microsoft Office installs and so on and so on. So let's reboot, right? So you've taken a look at it, and what we still want to do, so restart. What we still want to do is now, well, first off, see that everything works, right? Let's boot into Windows 10. We could not boot into it because we had not enough room in the last video, but now we gave it 60 gigabytes and 60 gigabyte 42 Windows, and this was where I was stuck in previous video. And yeah, just not enough space, right? So we're good to go. This works. When I restart, I go to either Windows or Linux. Windows is standard, thanks to Grub Customizer, great tool, easy tool. It makes you feel like a wizard, even though you're not, and it changes the sequence in your grub, which is great. So all is working. The thing is, and that's what that triggered this video, what if something went completely wrong with ArcoLinux, and you dabbled with it and you tried and you figured something out, and now it's broken, and well, you can't undo the things you did. Well, you can always try to install ArcoLinux again, not from scratch, since there is already an ArcoLinux, and let's do that. So I want to keep off from Windows. So Windows still needs to boot my games, my work, whatever. It's still there, needs to be there. Of course, you've made backups on any media, USB, external hard disks, the cloud, somewhere, and then only then you go and do things, try things. First backups. So all that is done, blah blah, right? All software. Let's just click and it's installed. Next. This is the thing, right? So either say I'm gonna erase everything and it's everything gone, Windows is gone, or the tip is here, replace a partition. And which one? That one. Not that one, that's Windows, right? It's analysis. There's Gpart for you to get to grips and understand what's going on. NTFS, sorry, is Windows. So SDA2 I keep off. SDA4, X4, oh yeah, Linux, right? So what do I want to replace? I want to replace the yellow one. ArcoLinux rolling, it says so, right? And that's it basically. I keep off from the rest. This I don't change anything, but there's an option if you need it, it's there. I'll just keep everything as is. Okay, and then next. And this is what I would do and suggest to the user who is working, trying to let NVIDIA work, and it's always the same issue. NVIDIA kicks in and then everything crashes. Cool, it crashes. Why I say cool? Because I can teach you some more. There is a command called pexecute, Calamares, -d, so debugging. Let's see what happens to Calamares when he does that. So next. Next. Belgian, please. Not Bry. Whoa. And then install alongside. It did do something. It did do something. So replace partition is still in for me. So keep off from my Windows. Just take this one. I'm still gonna use this one. Yep, I'm still gonna use this one. And let's try again, because it crashed for some reason. It might work now since he deleted the partition already. So in here somewhere there is a command that says go and replace this thing. And wow, it is working. But it's good to show the guys of Calamares this video and say, could you investigate this matter, right? Why is it crashing? But let's see and wait for the installation and everything works or not. All right, almost done. So guys, if you see these things, you can learn from it, right? If you see the code, like here, making the boot image, make init CPIO, configuration, Linux presets, creating everything, you can actually read a little bit along. Let's see if it works. So, booting here, Linux is again the master of things, but is Windows 10 still starting? So replacing one partition with another should be easy, should working. The question is Windows still happy with it, right? Is this still working? And it is. Oop, there they go again. So I'm gonna restart, and one last time. Yep. I'm going inside Windows, sorry, Linux, and tell the grub customizer to move up Windows 10. And we've tested that already. That works nicely. Grub customizer, super easy. Can't share it enough. Life can be super easy if you know what to do. Click, 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 save. That's it. Windows 10 is now the first one to boot up from. And one last time, back to Windows, log out, restart, Eric, restart. And you go back down here, boot existing OS. Which one do you want, right? Both of them will work. I suppose Windows 10 is more important for you guys. And that's the video for me. So it works, replacing Partition with another one. Follow the instructions. You saw a crash. Something went wrong inside the Calamares. We reported to Calamares. They make it better. That's how it works. So please be my guests if you want to improve your future system. Calamares in general, it means it's working with Ubuntu, it's working with all kinds of things. Oh, let's use Edge. No, oh no, 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 whatever. Just go on Edge. So Calamares used in distributions. Oh my god. Let's see if I can find it. Distributions. Just saying. Bing, right? Maybe Wikipedia we get something, a list. So it's an installer that's used on so many distributions. And I just wanted to share that if you are helping Calamares to get better, you're helping lots of Linux distributions to get better as well. So that's interesting. Maybe about. There you go, found it. Ames Desktop, Apricity, Archman, ArcoLinux, yay, Argent Linux, Barbecue, Linux, I don't know what it stands for, but for us in Belgium it's Barbecue, BBQ, Chakra is there, Endeavour OS is there, Ferran OS is there. We all use KOS, KDE and Nino, we all use, here's Ubuntu, Manjaro, we all use this thing. If you help out the guys on Calamares, you'll be helping all these guys. All right, and that's what we do. We report issues and issues get solved. All right, cheers guys, have fun.